Free. Free. So guys, we out here with the Corsos in full heat. We just walked out in full heat. It's not too hot, but the sun is shining. It's about 75 degrees right here where we at right now. It's probably about 65 degrees, but the sun was shining. So on the way down here, we face full heat. So this video right here, Milan, is gonna be about MuFaSa's next stage in training. Milan! Who knows where she went? Okay, she's all the way down the hill. This dude right here just proved. So we got full-blown training for this guy. Physical training. So right now he's weighted up with these weights on his neck. This guy has got to be the strongest, most athletic dog I've ever encountered. He's only 12 months old, and I predict that he's gonna grow, you know, another 50 pounds. So, I mean, another 40 to 50 pounds easily. That will put him at about 175 pounds. But what we're gonna probably try to do is try to lean him out and just make him a muscularly lean dog. And maybe, you know, yeah, muscularly lean dog. But what we're doing is we got him out here full-blown exercising. What does that mean? That means that he's gonna get an adult workout. The workout that I would recommend that you would give a dog like this at about 2 years. I recommend that most Mastiffs need about 2 years at least, minimum, to build themselves up. But with this guy right here, MuFaSa, he's got so much energy and he's got so much agility, so much power in this dog that we are going to have to increase the exercise in order to keep up with his abilities. Why? Because you cannot have a dog like this with this amount of strength and energy sitting in your house, in your backyard, with all that energy and aggression. It's not really aggression, but it could possibly turn into aggression. Come on. It's a goofball energy, and he got to get it out. MuFaSa, come on, boy. So we walk down, you know, in the heat. So the heat is really kicking his butt right now, but he's made to breathe easily. But at the same time, his fur attracts heat. So as he's walking, he's getting hot. So, you know, I gotta just kind of get an understanding of how to cool him down and how hot can he get just by watching him. So far, we go out and we never have to cool him down with water. We never have to cool him down. We could just literally put him in right in his cage at 75 degrees. You see him? Yesterday we took him out. He was standing on cars. MuFaSa! But the weights are going to bring just a lot of, take a lot of that edge off of him. Build up his chest and his neck. I know somebody's going to get in here and say, you're going to break a dog, you're going to break his neck. And you're going to break the dog's neck. Whatever. When I'm walking this dog, he's pulling me. I'm 250 pounds, basically. I mean, let's call it 250. He's yanking me with his neck, pulling me all over the place. So what about me? Everybody always, you're gonna hurt the dog's neck. Well, when he yanks and pulls, he's yanking and pulling me. So if he can yank and pull 250 pounds, whichever direction he wants, I'm sure that weight, which is probably about 6 to 8 pounds, probably about 6 pounds, is not gonna do anything to him. I've never had a dog get hurt with weights on his neck. Never, not once. So he's gonna get a full adult workout. Ooh. But at the same time, you know, we're not gonna overdo it. We're gonna give him the adult workout, but it's gonna have time constraints. What does that mean? That means that, you know, we're not gonna be out for 3 and 4 hours trying to really get it in, but he can get an adult workout for an extended period of time. 15, 20 minutes, you know, with running with these weights. And then we're gonna have some tug of war competitions between him and Krypton. I don't want him having tug of war competitions with Milan, because I don't know if he can pull Milan's teeth out of her mouth. Milan's 6 years old. Yeah, she's getting up there. You know, I don't really want her to be having too many competitions with this guy. But this is the most powerful, most athletic dog I've ever encountered. So I'm going to hark in on that. And really my goal basically for all of my dogs is to take that energy away. Come on, boy. Come on. Go get it. So I'm gonna take all that energy away so that this shit ain't in my house. Right now we're in the shade and we're not working in the full-blown heat. Because as you can see, we got somebody breathing hard and we got to get them acclimated to the summer. Milan used to do really well, but she just put on like 10 pounds. So she ain't been doing too well. And as you can see, her coat's a little ruffly. She still got to lose her winter coat. But yeah. MuFaSa! We got MuFaSa weighted up. We're gonna be going for walks with the weights on them. And you know, just letting him start to build up that muscle. We don't want to make it too easy for him. We don't want to make it too hard for him. So he's gonna get these weights. Yesterday we took him out for a long look. This is what he thinks about that sign. They had to tell these people stop getting high back here. That's what he think about that sign. You see he's lifting his leg up like a full adult. He's still got a lot of growing to do. MuFaSa! Look at that. Put the weights on his neck, running through the woods like it ain't nothing. Come on, MuFaSa! I'm not too worried about him. MuFaSa! I'm not too worried about him hurting himself because he's just so sturdy. He's never ever limped, not one time before. And we've been building him up slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. So at this point he gets what he gets. He gets an omega-3 hip and joint supplement. This is a different kind of dog, guys. You ever seen these dogs run down the hill? They run down the hill full speed. Come on! And when they kind of like use their back legs as brakes. Even my biggest dog is running down hills. MuFaSa! So we're gonna run up and down these hills a few with the weights on. They're gonna get some tug of war going. And how I know he really is ready for a larger workout is because normally he just run and then he would lay down and take a nap in the field. Not take a nap, but he would lay down during his workout in the field. And that's what let me know, okay, it's time to take him home because he's obviously tired. You know, it took him a long time to get to the point where he didn't sit down and, you know, just would have run in the field. MuFaSa, come here! So what I end up doing is yesterday we went for a very long walk. And at the end, he definitely did not want to, see that stick? That's how you know when they done wore some of the energy out, because he ain't trying to go after this stick. Definitely after that walk yesterday, he didn't even want to run in the field. He was exhausted. But of course, before he decided he wasn't gonna run, he pulled me through the whole wood, everywhere, just pulled me everywhere. And so today I put him in the yard and came back, and he was fully recovered, running around the yard like a fucking maniac. I opened the back door up, he came right in running. I said, oh yeah, we gotta work you out, bro. It's time for the gloves off. We're taking the gloves off, y'all. This is one of the strongest dogs in the world. As far as size, look at him. That's with the weights on, guys. See, what we're gonna do is we're not gonna overdo it. Some people kind of overdo it and they break their dogs and beat their dogs down. I'm monitoring everything he does. I'm monitoring his energy level when he does his workouts and his exercises. I'm monitoring how hyper he is. That lets me know how much energy he has. So based on how much energy he has, that's when we're gonna cut the workout off. So right now, he's not going ballistic. He's just chilling because walking down here with those weights on wore him down. The workout from yesterday got him calm. So right now, you know, he's getting his little bite grip on and doing his thing. So I don't need to run him too hard. I just needed to get the energy out of him, and we're gonna walk back home. And also, it's mental stimulation. He's seeing people, he's smelling things, he's different environments. So he can go home, he'll go in his cage and go right to sleep. Also, what I'll say is, I don't know, the bite force. Want to build his bite force up to match the strength that he has. Because obviously his bite force is pretty strong and pretty vicious. But we want his bite force to be a lot more stronger. Now you're probably thinking, well, why you want his bite force strong? We want him to be able to, you know, God forbid a pit bull runs up. We want to be able to snatch a pit bull up like a miniature purse and just crunch it. We want him to be able to take a Rottweiler and you know, just truck him over. I want my dog to be able to physically protect himself because we are here in a city environment where wild and crazy things happen. And if your dog gets beat up, you're gonna be sitting there crying. You want your dog as strong as possible just in case another dog runs up and tries to do some damage to him. You want him to be able to hold his own and defend himself. You want to give your dog the tools it needs, you know what I mean, to be a dog. That's a good thing about all of our dogs. All of our dogs have the potential and the ability to protect themselves and you. You know, there's a lot of people crying when their dog get attacked and don't know what to do. We don't gotta worry about that over here. You know what I mean? I'm worried about everybody else's dog, not mine. So just keep your dog on the leash. Keep it away from my dogs. Come on, MuFaSa. And we won't have no problems. We're gonna build these dogs up as strong as possible. When most people see my dogs and they don't even want no problems. They just get out the field or go the other way. Because you do have people that will try and come on. You do have people that will try to punk your dog. All right, here we go. See what I'm saying? Get it out of him. We ain't gonna do too much, just enough. But I call it an adult workout because he's going down there and he's got weights on and he's running up and down the hill with weights. And I may even add a little bit more weight to that and just do walks just to build him up. Hey, MuFaSa! MuFaSa! Come here, boy. As you see, I build him up. I take the sticks. Sit, boy. Sit. Now, this is a very, very capable dog. Very capable. Now, you see him laying down? That's a sign. He's clearly worked all his energy out. So this will be our last. Oh, go get it. Look at that. That'll be our last run. And as you see the game go, I throw the stick, I call him back. Gotta have a good recoil on your dogs. So in his mind, he knows go down, come back. You know? He knows that after I go and exhort my fun, the next thing, call it off and come back. That way I can call my dog. If somebody runs up right now, I'll be able to call him back. And I possibly could even call him back if he sees another dog. But sometimes if they see another dog, they will run up on the dog. He just broke that big ass stick in half. I'm gonna break it again. But his bite is just natural force right now. We're not building his bite up too much. We're not even putting too much muscle on him. He just a pup that's very capable and agile. And however they bred MuFaSa, man, they did a damn good job. And he's a dog that wants to eat a lot and wants to put on a lot of size and weight. And that's something I want to talk about. So if you're at the end of this video and you be watching my videos, man, a lot of people try to put too much damn weight on these dogs. Just imagine if I had MuFaSa right now at 150, 175. Come on, man. You think we're going to be able to walk through 100 degrees or walk through 90 degrees or walk through 80 degrees or run up and down hills with all that weight on his heart and fat and gristle? You know? And then you got the adverse. You got some people that think you could just torture the hell out of a dog and, you know, try to make them super strong and super aggressive, but they end up just breaking their dogs down to nothing. You know, I'm right in the middle of all of that. I'm right in the middle. I'm right like, we're going to feed good. We're going to work. And we're going to work until it's just enough for you to recover. And you can tell by like the panting. So after this, we got to deal with heat. So we got to walk back home through the sun, full blazing sun. And yeah, we don't try to make our dogs the biggest. I mean, MuFaSa is 100. Basically right now, he's probably like a $130. Last time we rated him, he's 123. We're increasing his exercise, and I'm gonna try to increase his food. I'm gonna probably get him something that got a little bit more calories, more protein, and more calories in it. Reason being is, I hear a lot of people that have problems with their dog with bloat, with these dogs. Feed them too much. You give them a big bowl because it's probably more convenient to give him that big bowl, or or he's hungry and you want to make him big. So the people that are lazy end up giving these type of dogs too much food at once, and they just kill them on the spot once all that food bloats in the stomach. And if you give them a whole bunch of food at one time, also, you're stretching out the size of the intestines. When you stretch those intestines out, it makes more bloat. Now, it's still possible for the stomachs of the dogs to get tied up, I guess, even if you don't overfeed them. But I never give them more than like three cups of food at a time, sometimes 4. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we never had to deal with any issues with the stomach and the flipping of stomachs or bloat. But now you see, completely de-energized with those weights. I'm not gonna keep throwing a stick to try to see if I can make them the world's next top dog. No. And I actually got him right here in the cool training. The more time you spend with the dogs, the more perspective you can have on how to train them. My wife said, don't make your videos long. But hey, I'm gonna give y'all all my knowledge and all the stuff I learned right here on these videos. So in hindsight, and put things in perspective, man, you just gotta know your dog. Don't overwork your dog. You know, we're in the cool. You should wait until your dog is a lot older in order to work them like this. But I know what I got. This is a sturdy ass animal. So I'm not gonna push him too hard. I mean, I'm not gonna worry about that. He's sturdy as hell. He don't like meat. All he wants is the dog food with low calories and, you know, low carbohydrates. But it's high in fat content. Come on, we out. Look at that boy. We out.